European Union leaders are set to meet in Brussels on Thursday to try and agree on granting more financial aid to Ukraine. However, ahead of the meeting, a senior EU official has said that the talks remain difficult, despite Hungary signalling its readiness for a compromise. EU leaders will try to extend over $50 billion worth of aid to Kyiv through 2027. The meeting also seeks to replenish a military fund to arm Ukraine as it fights Russia's almost two-year-old invasion. But Hungary, that maintains close relations with Russia, has already blocked the aid package once last month, and it has also voiced opposition to topping up the military fund. As the EU mounts pressure on Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban to agree, its officials have also said that Budapest's conditions for lifting its veto are not acceptable to the bloc's other 26 member states. Well, on Friday, EU foreign ministers will also meet their counterparts from the Association of Southeast Asian Nations. And ahead of that meeting, the European Union has failed to convince ASEAN nations to condemn Russia's invasion of Ukraine. A draft statement says most members strongly condemn the war in Ukraine, but it stops short of naming Moscow. It adds that there are different assessments of the situation and sanctions. Well, meanwhile, in Washington, the CIA Director Bill Burns has warned that Ukraine will face a tough year in 2024, and cutting off US aid to Kyiv would be an error of historic proportions. Burns also said that if the West abandons Ukraine at this point, it could be a win for China. He suggested China could adopt a more aggressive stance towards Taiwan if it saw America's support for Ukraine diminishing. But even as Kyiv seeks additional aid, all is not well within the Ukrainian military. President Volodymyr Zelensky has asked his most senior military commander, Valery Zaluzhny, to step down. But the popular general has refused, triggering speculation that he will be dismissed instead. Tensions between the two have been simmering for weeks after Ukraine's counter-offensive failed to deliver. The Ukrainian Defence Ministry has, however, denied media reports that the Commander-in-Chief has been dismissed.
Але ви, вся Україна, наші Збройні Сили, наша Нацгвардія.